Hello, my beautiful people. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Goretti and I am the counselor at Butterfly Project. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit more about anxiety. So this is a time of year where people are quite anxious, right? With the hustle and bustle of the holiday season and people, shopping and things like that. And people are usually quite busy around this time of year. That can bring up anxiety, and as well as, sometimes people have had things that have happened, around Christmas time. There is, a lot of people that have experienced, trauma or different things, in their life around this time. People sometimes have anxiety around, money this time of year. So there's so many different reasons people could be experiencing anxiety right now. So that's why I want to talk about this. But anxiety really is fear of the unknown. So it's some sort of fear, and it comes from our ego. Our ego is trying to come in and protect us, right? Because the ego is there, from the beginning of time to help us for survival, right? And so the ego doesn't know the difference between, us fighting off, a bear, that might want to, kill us, as opposed to something that, in day-to-day life right now, like I can't afford to pay my bill, or I won't have enough money, for Christmas gifts, that sort of thing, if you celebrate. So that's kind of what the ego does, is comes in and says, hey, this is life or death. This is danger, right? So that's what anxiety is. It's fear of the unknown. And what I can say is, there's some other things as well that happens. Let's say you experienced, possibly a death in the family, over Christmas. That has happened for a lot of people, or a loss of a job, or maybe something happened and you didn't have enough money to, give your kids a really good, Christmas, or, health issues, things like that. There's, a variety of different things that can happen, throughout the holiday season. It could have, created a fear in you now. Every year when we come around this time, you might not realize it, but our body has memory, and science has already proven this, but our body has a memory. And so that even though you're not consciously aware of maybe something that happened that was, hurtful or traumatic to you in the past, what'll happen is your body has the memory. And so sometimes people can feel really anxious this time of year and not understand why. And so this is why. The other thing as well is when we experience, anxiety, this fear of the unknown, one of the things that can be helpful for us during this time is not to do what feels natural, which is to usually isolate, to become that hermit. Okay, especially in the wintertime in the northern hemisphere, it can be easy to do that, but that is something, there's new studies out there now that are showing this. I've known this for a long time, but going into hermit mode, although it feels natural, because what it is your body is trying to protect itself, right? Your ego is saying you need to get safe, you need to protect yourself, there's danger out there, so let's go within, let's hide, right? Let's hermit. They've actually done studies, and this has been proven, that when you go out, when you interact with people, when you go to different places, even if you're not interacting with people, if you just go to, let's say, a coffee shop, maybe you pop into the store to, buy, something that maybe you ran out of, you go and you fill up your car with gas, all, like, doing multiple things throughout the day, going to different places, or at least getting out of the house once a day, is super helpful to reduce your anxiety. Okay, so if you have body memory anxiety, right? I've taught other things, there's other videos I've done on, deep breathing exercises and meditation, and self-talk and all those kinds of things to deal with anxiety. That's great. But this is something that is important, right? So you could also be feeling anxiety because maybe you are somebody that, really feels other people's energies, right? And right now, there's this anxious energy, that's been elevated in the world, right? Because of the hustle and bustle, and it's coming to the end of the year. And, there's lots of holiday celebrations, and people are getting ready for Christmas if they celebrate, or other, things that you might celebrate during the holiday season. But for a variety of different reasons, people are kind of like go, go, go. And so there's like this kind of just energy that's been heightened in our world. And that can also create anxiety if you are somebody that is very in tune with other people's energies, right? And so you can feel maybe some other people's anxieties and take that on as your own. So that's another thing that could be happening. You could have your own anxiety with fear of things, regardless of what it is. Maybe it's health or money, or jobs, or, just maybe having to face family members, during Christmas, or different events possibly. So there could be different reasons why you're feeling anxious. What I wanted to really stress with this video is just to let you know not only the other techniques I've taught on my channel, right? So you can go back and watch those videos. I don't want to reiterate myself, but what I really want to kind of focus on today is for you to step out of your comfort zone. Don't go into hermit mode. Resist the urge of that, the ego pushing you into that hermit mode, pushing you into that protective safety mode. Yes, it's important to be safe, but it's a lot of anxiety is kind of irrational fears, right? Some are, real fears. Others are body memory, right? So it's actually not, real, right? It's fear is false evidence appearing real, right? So we want to make sure that we kind of don't fall into that trap, okay? And your ego is going to say, protect yourself, and go into hermit, don't leave the house, stay home, go to work, don't talk to anybody, and come right home, those kinds of things. So depending on your lifestyle, what I am saying is, it is important for you to get out. When you get out, when you interact maybe with people, or even just going to a variety of different places throughout your day, or even just stepping out of your home to go to one place that day can be helpful. You'll notice that it actually alleviates the anxiety, not cause more of it. Okay, so I do, and this also can apply to depression as well too. I will do a separate video on that one. But for anxiety, there's been, like I said, new studies, especially after and around the pandemic, before the pandemic, during and after. They have proven and found that when you go to different places, just seeing different environments, noticing different people, seeing different things, this really can help to kind of actually calm you, okay, and relieve the anxiety. And the reason is because it broadens your perspective, and so you see things in a bigger way. You're not so narrow focused, okay, because that is a trap of the ego to keep us trapped in that fear, that anxiety, the anxiousness, the fear of the unknown. All right, so get out there, go see some different scenery, maybe interact with other people if you can, if that is something that feels comfortable to you. You don't have to, but definitely get out of your comfort zone, okay? Don't go into that hermit mode, and I promise you this will help to alleviate it. And also, if this is body memory, be gentle with yourself. Remind yourself that this is not actually happening now. It is just a past memory. Okay, be gentle with yourself. All right, my loves, hopefully this was helpful for you today. Thanks so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love to have you here as part of this ever-growing butterfly community. Also, do all the things like, share this video with anybody you think it might be helpful for. Comment down below. I love hearing from you guys, and as always, I wish you all peace, love, and light. Until next time, bye-bye.